Alright, Mr. Stachetastic back at you again. I decided I'm going to show you guys how to do the English style. It's my favorite style, and maybe you guys want to know. So, cue the music, maestro. Alright, first things first, make sure your mustache is dry, clean. You don't want all kinds of stuff in it. Grab your favorite wax, whatever flavor it might be. Got mine here. I ain't got much left, but I got a backup. Alright, so what you're going to do is, my wax is quite dense, needs to be warmed up so that I can use it to apply into my mustache. So I'm going to heat it up with the old lady's hair dryer. This thing comes in handy, and it's pretty. So take a few seconds to do that. I just do mine on the lowest setting. Just heat it up for a couple of seconds so that I can apply it with my fingers. That's all it takes. Now you can take it, get a good little chunk of it on your finger. That's good to start. It's not going to be enough. I've got a pretty decent sized mustache, but take it, you start. I always start on the outside, kind of like that, and just push my fingers all the way across the stash. You also got to get the pie eye in there. I mean, it's not necessary, but I do. Makes me feel, well, strong. And then I twist it, kind of like that. I don't twist it. I roll it in between my fingers. Roll my fingers back and forth. Pull her straight. And you get the start of your English style. Now, for those of you who don't know, English style is straight out, level, all the way across. Got a bunch of friends that do it. One in particular, who is the current world champion, his mustache is fabulous. But this ain't about his mustache. It's about my mustache. So do the same thing to the other side. Make sure you get a good coat of wax over the whole mustache, all the hairs, even the ones way out here. Doesn't have to be perfect right now. We're gonna go back over it. Like I said, you just twist it. You can see where my fingers, where I push it and twist it, that those little hairs, they don't all have wax on them. That's what this rolling does, is it's rolling the wax in there. It's just getting the wax on all of them and pulling it straight. It's droopy right at the moment, but we ain't gonna worry about that yet because we ain't done. Go back for some more. You saw how much was in there to start with, and that's what I got left. So, looks like I'm gonna be needing another tin of wax. So this time I'm just gonna put a little bit on there and let it glide across. See, I still have all that wax on my fingers. I'll do the same thing to the other side. Kind of hard to do it that way. Maybe we can get in there so you guys can see it. And just let it glide on there. I still have a little bit of wax left over. So take some on each side. Put it in there. Now it kind of looks like it's starting to clump up a little bit. That's when you can tell you got too much. And when you got too much, it looks like crap. And Mr. Stachetastic don't like to roll around looking like crap. So what I do is take my fingers and I clean them off. Just use a towel. Clean my fingers off. And take your fingers that have been cleaned off and then do that same roll with it. Roll it back and forth. All the way across. Some people don't like doing the little roll method. And I mean, if they don't like it, they don't like it. It's no big deal. I like it. It works for me. So everybody's a little different. Their mustaches are different. They trim differently. Like I said in my last video, if you've got more hair down here, this thing's going to droop. I mean, kind of like it is. I need to trim and clean this up in here. But, oh well. So, we're almost there. It just takes some work. See, you want to smile, it goes down. They don't like that. So then I go for wax number 2, since my other one's running out. Gotta heat it up. Also, let me know in the comments below how you pattern your wax. See how I kind of make like, I go around the outside of the tin? How do you guys do that? Hang on, I'm doing a video. Every single time, Jenny. Every single time. Sorry, guys. But I want to know how you guys do this. I want to know if you guys go around the outside or if you just dig in and scoop it out. Yeah, well, this is how I do it. So now I take another coat of wax after that's had time to dry a little bit, kind of set up. And I'll put one more light coat on. I'll start up a little higher so that I can get this up here to hold. Now, it doesn't really matter how much you get on the end of it. Mainly that go around is just for your to get it to be straight. And I haven't trimmed in a while. These ends are pretty crazy right at the moment. That's what happens when you roll with an 18-inch mustache. Stuff starts to go awry. Like I said, I start up a little higher. And I make sure I get the back side of it too. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the back side of it, I try to get that wax in there too. Because that also helps for support. And you either roll it, or yeah, roll it, not twist it. Because if you twist it, it starts doing funky things. You don't want funky things. Alright, so, I mean, there she is. And, boom. Just kind of leaning a little forward. But what I like to do now is go stick my head in the freezer. But I'm not going to take you guys down there and stick you guys in the freezer so you can see me stick my head in the freezer. Unless you're into that sort of thing, but not this video. So, yeah, that's all there is to it. And now, you look like a cat. If your whiskers can't fit through the door, you probably can't fit neither. That's what I like to tell myself. But, yep, that's it. And then maybe from here, you can go for the Salvador Dali. And just bend her up. Who would have thought? I'll save that for another video though. There's a little bit of a different technique that I like to use for that. But that's all you need. I use a lot of wax, and well, it's pretty much what you need for a mustache like this. So hopefully I'm getting the whole thing in the camera. And that's it, folks. Boom. Mr. Stachetastic does his English style mustache.